Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 9th episode of Soul Eater. Last episode we kind of wrapped up the Chrono fight, getting to see Frankenstein wielding Death Scythe and kicking some butt, but we also got, Soul a little bit injured, possibly cursed, so that's a little bit concerning, but yeah, we'll see what comes of that. But let's just jump into it. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and support me on Patreon for early access and access to the picture-in-picture version. So, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. Gotta redo the intro to this video because I messed up actually starting it the first time, but it's working this time. Is Soul working through some stuff? Yeah, it looks like there are definitely some after effects here. Maka, please make me feel better. Give me a head pat or something. Maka's probably is that light. Yeah, you hear Maka's voice, you come running like a good partner. Oh, that's a pretty cool imagery. Oh, what the fuck? I was not expecting. I was not expecting that. I was here. I was just sitting here thinking what a cool visual that was to be like, breaking through ground to get back to the surface, of consciousness. I was busy thinking about that as he comes out of Maka. But also, I guess one thing I did kind of forget was Medusa thing. Which is pretty important actually, but yeah. Speaking of concerning things, that's like the most concerning thing. Man, that imagery of Soul coming out of Maka, I think that's gonna live rent free in my head for a while. Like I'm sure it probably came across in my reaction, but yeah, that freaked me out a bit. Yeah, it was cool getting to see Death Scythe actually participate in a fight. I still would love to see a scene of Maka wielding him. I don't know if we will ever get that, but that'd be sick. Because you already had a scene of Soul and Black Star trying to fight together as partners. Obviously, that didn't work out too well, but I can see a situation happening where maybe Soul's captured or something, and she relies on Daddy to help try to rescue him. I could see that. I don't blame you, but maybe a sandwich. Yeah, he's worried about her feeling guilty, which is a real concern. Because he did get her, protected her after all, but as he said, it was his choice. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that helped. Yeah. Baka Janino. Still love her voice. Daddy. Is he in a library? Why is he in a library? Didn't even know what a library was. It's a nice library, though. You know, sometimes in life you just do what you gotta do. Yeah, he has more of a personality issue, yeah. I definitely feel bad for Tsubaki, that's for sure. Yeah, you could definitely learn some discipline, for sure. Handle it? Not that. After me. You were a bad student. The voice sounds familiar. Okay, yeah. I couldn't quite place it, but yeah, it's Death Kid. You know, can I have that book that you're currently sitting on if you wouldn't mind? After I clean it thoroughly. Excalibur! The legendary blade. You can tell who's a better student here. Yeah, Saber from Fates Stay Night also wields it. That's usually what comes to my mind. But he's a gun person. Why does he care about a sword? Guess I'd answer that question. That's your opinion. I just love the way Japanese people say it. Excalibur. That's pretty, yeah, pretty high hurdle then. It's supposed to be like cleaning the library, I think. But I feel like that was never going to happen. So we really are going to just have a adventure, just the two of them. What a weird combo. They are like so different, complete opposites. And you can tell Maka's feeling down if she actually accepted his invitation. Because usually she would probably just call him gross and walk away or something. Does it say Gan? Gan? I think there's a G. It's hard to tell. It's a weird font. That was not what to say. Yes, daughter. Maka-chan. Kawaii musume. Well, she's not lighting up, not going light with the questions here, I see. I mean, these are important questions that she would want to ask, but, like, what do you say to that? Not much, apparently. Trying my nose itches, but... Yeah, you're taking too long. This is where you pretend you didn't hear her. Give yourself more time. If you can fight Krona, you can handle her. Yes, just changing the subject. Love Maka. But those cabaret girls, man. Yahoo! This is so weird. The two of them on an adventure together. Like, how do they function as a pair? It's like oil and water. Hey, it's not his fault you don't have cool stuff. Water. At least it sort of cushioned the landing. Probably that way. And then they won't be symmetrical. I didn't think he'd want to do that. He's good with guns, okay? But that's not... okay. A pixie? Oh well, I was half joking. That is like a fairy, yeah. We really just going for Excalibur, legendary blade, nice little afternoon trip. Oh, that was a look of disgust. What was that about? But okay, just thank you. Yeah, it was nice meeting you. It seems too easy, but because it could be a fake. It looks symmetrical though, like. But they're both here. Only one that can really wield it, right? Are they gonna fight over it? I don't know how this is gonna work. Would you like a minute alone with the sword? I guess whoever pulls it out would get to keep it. Apparently, it's not that difficult. I'm so it's got to be a fake. My turn to pull out. I feel like he'll be able to do it too. It's probably not the real sword. He's so much more dramatic about it. Yeah, no telling how many people have grabbed this thing trying to pull it out. Could you imagine Death the Kid during COVID? He would never leave his house. Yeah, see, no problem at all. Who is that? Oh, the sword's talking, I think. I think I recognize his voice. Am I gonna have to look at the voice actor of the sword? Because I know I've heard that voice somewhere. Some other anime. That stupid thing from the opening. This is where it comes into play. It's just the true form of Excalibur, I guess. What are we doing? Man, this is awkward. I do like how she calls him Papa. It is quite cute. Okay, yeah, that's not good. Of course. Can't be doing that. Gotcha. God, that is horrifying to think about. Hey Soul, how you doing? Yeah, I'm getting more and more worried about that the more we talk about this stuff. You are a fool. Did Death... Oh no. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I know Blackstar didn't do it. But this does mean he's without his weapon. Yeah, but the point was he was supposed to do it. I guess I'm still up in the air about that. It's just kind of a white-looking goofball. I just... I'm still not sure what to make of that. I kind of want to go back to that scene now. The library does look very nice, though. Good job, Tsubaki. Yeah, that is just an abomination. To laugh. I mean, he has a good voice, but... Oh no. Oh no. Was the hair that gave it away, or... Don't interrupt. He's gonna be annoying, isn't he? I really don't, actually. No. What, why? I mean, 8, but... We're on the same page, Death the Kid. You asked us! No, I really don't. I kind of want you to go back to being a sword. So I've heard about 4 or 5 times. Even the even the sun is done with this BS. This is not even remotely interesting. Like, if you're gonna give me a story of you slaughtering people. And no pants, of course. Ever since you pointed that out, I can't unsee that. Compensation for something? You could tell. So it is overcompensating, gotcha. You kind of implied it. Nakamono. You live in a cave, dude. What are you talking about? Yeah, I feel like it was written by him or something. I think it was written by him. Which should explain why it's so wrong. I didn't ask. Insane. Annoying. Obnoxious. Full of himself. Is any of this actually true? Probably only a chosen person can tolerate it. Is that a homework? Is that a test? Is that his life story? No. 5 hour. At least is a sword again. But she blushed it. Holding a hand together, holding a sword together like that is kind of gay, guys. Yeah, let's put it back. I think we're all on the same page here. Doesn't mean you can truly match it. You're gonna have to haggle better than that. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say. The fairy's like, hey, you came back sooner than expected. That's the look. That's the look the fairy had. I mean, she just had to have went through this process quite a few times, so she really shouldn't be surprised. Hey, I wish we saw them more in the previous scene, but I guess it didn't come along. But yeah. Nothing makes you appreciate your current partner quite like dealing with that for a few minutes. But I mean, they're both right. They both are the great partners that are too good for them. What's with the giggling? Did the Excalibur do something to us? Well, what's going on here? Are there just rumors? What? Did somebody write something on the chalkboard? What's going on? I'll always be a weenie. Oh my god. So are we saying he came out of the cave all the way to the school just to do this? Like, I thought he was stuck in the cave without somebody taking him, but he can transform into a sentient walking form, so supposedly he could leave, but like, I mean, if he wanted a partner, couldn't he go somewhere else besides the cave and stay there? Place where like more people walk by? If higher chance somebody that can tolerate him would come by. I'm so confused, but okay. Maybe just overthinking it. I don't understand that creature. Wanna be. It's almost 11 o'clock. I think we just have the preview, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that was why did that pop up? I hit the wrong button. Anyway, that was the ninth episode of Soul Eater. Okay. Where do I begin with this? I guess we can start with the soul stuff first, right? Like, he's got the black blood inside of him. It's causing issues. It caused that horrifying visual that I talked about before. Gonna have nightmares about that. It still wasn't the creepiest thing in the episode, but it's pretty bad. So we had that, something to worry about for sure. We had some good stuff between Daddy and Maka, right? I mean, it was awkward, it's a bit of a struggle, but they did have some alone time together. We were able to talk. It was nice, You can tell how much. Obviously, she's not super nice to him a lot of the time, but you can tell how much Maka loves him. I mean, she calls him Papa. Like, I mean, they translate as Papa here, but like in general, a lot of the time Papa will be translated as like Daddy in subtitles, just because it has more of that sort of feel to it than what Papa would be in English. It's a little bit confusing because Papa is used in English technically, but it just it just has a bit of a different feel, slightly different meaning, slightly different feel to it, right? So So basically, yeah, she has a very affectionate way of referring to her dad. Like makes it clear how much she does care about him, and the fact that she is asking these questions at all, kind of showcases that as well. But I do love how she just defeats him so easily in this battle of wits. That I just dialogue battle, whatever you want to call it. You know, Maka's pretty good with her mouth for sure. I don't mean that in a weird way, but yeah, hopefully you know what I mean. Like she's got that tongue skill. That doesn't sound any better. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just digging myself into a bigger and bigger hole. But anyway, the big thing with the episode was Blackstar and Death the Kid going on an adventure together, right? Like I don't think they I don't think they really hung out much until now. Like, have they really spoken together much until now? I feel like they haven't. Like, obviously, Blackstar and Soul, they're pretty much bros, right? I expect this sort of thing from them. But a very interesting decision to have Death the Kid go with him. Obviously, Death the Kid was one that was initially interested in it. Like, Excalibur, this powerful blade, symmetrical, good stuff, right? So I don't remember if they ever really established who was actually going to keep it. I mean, there's obviously some fighting going on with the sword when they got there about who gets to try to pull it out first and all that. But yeah, Death the Kid is a baby that doesn't want to walk in water. I want to go back to the part with the fairy. So, because Death the Kid asks if Excalibur is up ahead, and her reaction was basically that just look of disgust, basically. I wasn't sure if I missed something or not, but no, I didn't. That's all it was, and she just kind of says yeah in a very bare minimum groan kind of way as she just flies away. That was the first time we've seen a fairy in the show, so I guess we just casually introduced fairies as a part of the lore, just fair enough. But eventually I found the sword itself, right? And here I'm thinking it was too easy, but Blackstar pulls it out, no problem. Puts it back. Death the Kid pulls it out, no problem. And then we get to see its true form, right? Let's get a good look at that. And yeah, it's white. Wears like a fancy-ish shirt. No pants. No underwear. A big hat. Apparently not a chef hat, but he talked about chef hats in the context of the hat. He's not a chef. He's got a cane, but he can walk without it. It seems like he's got a giant nose. For some reason, they used the word lame to describe him, and I think that pretty much does it justice. I mean, they found Excalibur, I guess. Like, I don't even know. In Tsubaki cleaned the living room. That was, or the library, rather. But they just kind of laugh at the thing, and the thing not only has a lame design, but it's also incredibly annoying. Like, it's full of itself, it's pretentious, it doesn't listen to others, it asks questions and then just rambles on more stuff to interrupt it. The book about Excalibur was written by Excalibur. People talk about how impressive it is, all the things that it can do. I mean, people have talked about it as if it's a real thing, but I don't know if they're just referencing the book or not, but like, I just want to know, is there anything behind this guy? Like, is he actually powerful? I guess they're implying that he is, but I mean, we haven't seen him fight yet, and we may never see him fight because nobody can stand him, right? Like, definitely the most annoying mascot character I've ever seen. But yeah, they just pieced out. They left him there, gave him that 1,000-page manifesto, whatever you want to call that. That was too much. It was time to leave, and they gained a newfound appreciation for their partners, which is definitely one of the best things about the episode. Because yeah, it's easy to like idolize this legendary weapon and think, yeah, that'd be way better than what I have now. I become so powerful, I can just wreck fools left and right. Like, especially the younger you are, it's easy to get caught up in that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, if you have really skilled partners that you trust, you're on the same wavelength with them, you work well together, you enjoy being together, you enjoy growing stronger together. That at the end of the day is far more valuable than just treasure hunting some legendary, super powerful thing to give yourself a boost, right? Like, the younger you are, the harder it is maybe to understand that, but yeah, once you get to see, obviously there was a little bit of a cheat here, because it was just annoying, right? So, but still, come home to your true partner or partners and be truly happy was the overall takeaway here. Either way. I mean, people just kind of giggling about them, and I was not sure exactly what happened. At first, I was kind of thinking maybe somebody took a picture of them holding the sword together and posted it on the board with some caption about, haha, look how gay they are holding hands. I don't know. That was just the first thing that came to mind. But that was not what happened. We got just a big, not even sure what you would call it, a shrine. But either way, it says, I will be always waiting for you. Black Star, Death the Kid, 2 pictures of Excalibur on both of the signs covered in flowers. How long would that have taken to set up? Who allowed this to happen? That's what I want to know. Is there no security in this place, in this Death Scythe Meister Weapon Academy place? I guess not. But yeah, I definitely cannot blame them for laughing about that. But anyway, good episode. Like, it felt kind of fillerish, as a knee-jerk reaction, but depending on how relevant Excalibur is going to be going forward, I mean, he is in the opening. Like, as soon as I saw him in the show, I recognized him from the opening. He could be important. There could be a thing where one of our characters is up against the rope, Excalibur is just around, and they begrudgingly use him to get out of a tough situation. Like, it's possible something like that happens, or maybe some other character that can actually tolerate Excalibur enters the show as like a semi-main character, and they wield Excalibur and they're pretty powerful, right? And there's some weirdo that can actually handle that weird guy. That could be a thing too. But because they introduced Excalibur, who could be an important character going forward, I'm not gonna call it a filler episode, but it definitely felt like one a little bit, like having kind of a self-contained little adventure for 2 characters that don't talk much, just to have some screen time together, get to bond a little bit. But yeah, just I mean, that thing was really annoying, but overall it was a good episode. But yeah, if you have 2 partners like Patty and Liz, just don't try to trade up. That's that's more than good enough, right? Like, you shouldn't aspire for better partners than that, because it's just not going to happen. Twin sisters that you dual wield in both your hands, you're not going to get better than that, I assure you. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.